That's air in the line. That was awesome. All right, welcome on another
adventure.
So we made it home from our big trip internationally. I flew in yesterday for Mother's Day. Michelle just flew in a couple days before that. We just ran to Smith's. We spent more than our normal budget on food for a week, just buying a few supplies for like 3 days worth of food. You know, might be a little bit extra. We splurged. I bought a steak for me. I'm pretty excited about that.
It's going to be a little weird adjustment to get back to buying groceries again in the U.S.
Yeah, the other thing I noticed was how bland Utah mountains were. Kind of brown when we flew in, but now we're already up here in Kimball Junction, up by Park City, Utah. And we're just getting ready to go over to the cabin. So join us on this journey as we go and open up a cabin that's been shut down for 5 months.
What are we going to find?
Yeah, who knows? I'm thinking, are we going to come into snow? There's still a little bit of snow around us.
Could be snow. Our pipes.
Yeah.
Pipes are going to work great.
Yep, we just don't know.
Join us as we find out. We'll find out together.
Yep, it'll be a fun adventure.
Yep.
Big reveal to the audience. Yep.
Still standing.
Not a tree on this side. We'll see about the other side. Looks like we lost a few more trees up there. You can see. Got a little bit of work this summer. So it looks like it's pretty dry from the outside. Michelle doesn't mind her sandals now.
Sandals were okay. Didn't need shoes.
Oh, we got a bird nest there. Got a bird nest here. Little turkeys. Use those.
These birds sure like us. Those spikes that you think are supposed to make it so they don't want to build nests.
No trees on the cabin, it looks
They
like.
to build nests.
So no big holes on the outside. Looks like they dug something out from up there. Yeah, that's a full robin's nest up there. Okay. Big reveal.
Okay.
All right, left the curtains open for us. That was nice. We got power. Smells good in here. So that's a good sign for us.
Well, that means there's
When we had bats invasion, we could definitely smell the bats. So there's no bat invasion, which is nice. But we can tell, you never know. Looks like it actually fared pretty well this winter.
Yeah.
So yeah, good signs all the way around. Let's peek in the bathroom and so we got a little cricket, no big deal. It's gonna happen. As we go real slow into all the rooms. Just don't want any big surprises. Not seeing a lot of droppings either. We got a mouse trap back there. It hasn't been set off. Looking in there. Not seeing any big droppings. Oh, looking like it's just the stuff we brought up, our wax candles. And we can't really go too far in this room necessarily right now, but who wired this house?
someone.
I think I did. Yeah, so it looks like nothing's worse for wear. So now that we've just done a quick overview, we got to get the fridge, make sure the fridge is ready to accept our food that we just brought up. And honestly, we probably can get away with just loading it up. Looks pretty good. Now what we're gonna go check on is the water. All right, so what we're doing first is the just opposite of what we did to winterize it. You gotta put this down nice and easy. Hope the ground hasn't shifted much. We'll see. Yeah, it feels like it's on. Which way's clockwise? I always forget. I had it written over there, but the snow.
Clockwise is towards the street. That's counterclockwise. There you go. That's clockwise.
It does not want to turn that way. Huh.
That's counterclockwise.
Interesting. It's not grabbing it for some reason. So which way? This way?
Yeah, that would be clockwise.
It does not want to turn either way. Okay, I'm a clock. I tick. Which way should you turn something on? Clockwise, right?
It's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Which way's that?
That would be counterclockwise.
Huh. Feels like that's the way to open it.
It sounded like it.
That or I didn't have it off all winter. That could be a problem. About to find out. So I'm gonna crack this over here. Just nice and easy. Last time, make sure no critters are in there.
They're gonna answer.
No, they're just gonna run away because they're scared.
Okay.
So, first thing I need to do is make sure this is off, so water doesn't run backwards on me. Then I spin that. Okay, now Michelle's gonna go inside and just watch and listen for a big leak and yell if it starts to leak or starts to spray from anywhere.
Okay, let's go inside and see if we see any water where it shouldn't be.
I was wondering if we should turn on a faucet just to let it start running.
You want the kitchen and the bathroom, or just the kitchen?
Maybe the bathroom too, just to let it run if it's gonna run.
Okay. You can kind of hear a little bit.
You ready?
Yep. Come over here and listen.
Is anything spraying?
Nope.
We have water in the kitchen? Or in the bathroom, I mean?
Yep, water's coming out of the sink. I did not turn on the bathtub because it has stuff in it.
Okay, now let's just...
But the toilet sounded like it was...
I don't hear any obnoxious sprays. Normally when the water comes on and there's a definite leak, you can hear it. There's some type of like a pinhole or an air pressure. I don't hear that. I can hear the water heater's obviously filling up with water, and not till that's done will we know how these other pipes are. So just how tiny this cabin is, we should be able to visually see a leak maybe here or under, the sink. Or back here, the ground should get wet where our washer is hooked up in here. And so far I don't hear any of that. So what we'll do is we'll give it some time. It's all the way on to fill up water pressure and just kind of see what happens after the hot water heater fills all the way up. But yeah, so far it sounds good. Okay, so everything's on. We're listening. We're looking for leaks. We've opened up the cupboards. We've looked for leaks. We're not seeing any, which is obviously a really good sign. We're not seeing any leaks. We're not hearing any leaks. The hot water now has pressure because we've blown out all the water out of the pipes. So now out of the pipe. So now in theory, we should be able to turn on this. You can feel the air coming through, which is a good sign. No hot water on that one. That's air in the line. That was awesome. I don't know why we're not getting more. That was awesome. That should actually... That one's got me a little concerned. So we're going to look and see if there's... Yeah, that one should have more water coming out of it than it has. Unless No, it should. Feels like something's wrong with that back pipe, so that's got me a little nervous. But the other problem, I've got to dig in here and look and see, because we've got it pretty tight in this corner. Not seeing any water marks down there. I'm not hearing anything, so I think it's okay. Might just be the distance it has to travel. It's a little concerning that has such little water coming out of it. But maybe that's all that will come out of that is on a hot. I don't know, it looks like it's slowing down a little. I don't know. Steady stream, what do you guys think? Do you think that's a problem? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's see if I see anything back here on this wall. And I can see the hot coil coming up. I'm wondering if that looks all the way on. Not seeing nothing that's leading me to concerns yet. I don't see any dripping or any leaking. There it is. Oh, it seems like it's slowing down. Like it's stopping. There could be air in this line back here. I just wonder if it's not a faucet issue, like the faucet doesn't go all the way on, you know, where it's angled at for on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the hot water on. So if you look, water heater is 6-8. We come over 2, 4, 6, and 8. We're going to turn that to on. You should hear it click on. Huh. Maybe. Dramatic pause. 6-8, it was off. Unless, if we've ruined it, should have heard something. Well, let's give it a second. See what it does. See if it starts heating up. I thought we heard it before, didn't we?
Yeah, we normally hear it kick on.
Is there a light here that tells us it's on or anything? I don't know.
Okay, so it all didn't go smoothly as we hoped. As you noticed earlier in the video, we were having a little issue with our sink, and we are continuing to have a little issue with the sink. We're not quite sure. So we turned the water off because we had a leak. So we had pulled everything out, and we're just gonna pause till we can work on that.
So we had to take the front door of that off in order to access the panel because it's the way we had to build that sink to make it work in this room.
Yeah, so that water's off for now, and then our water heater isn't turning on to warm up, so that's always exciting. Everybody loves a cold shower, right? So we are going to have to figure that out. It may be a thermostat. We've tried to reset it and that doesn't work. So all these fun things we're just trying to learn. But this is our home, so we get to bring in our suitcases that we've been living out of for the last several months.
The other problem that we had is we can't upload any YouTube content right now. Why is that, honey?
Our internet's a little slow.
And even if it is all kind of frustrating right now, look at this view. So we're gonna relax for a little bit and not worry about what we can't control right now. That was a long time. It's actually, what did we decide? Just mine was 111 days and yours was just barely shy of that, huh?
Yeah, it's like 105 or 6.
I feel like I should carry you through the over the threshold, but
Yeah, carry me.
yeah, I didn't. Here, so we'll go do that again. Come here, baby. I'll carry you.
No, that's okay. Best thing to eat for dinner at the cabin after not having it for a while is a nice juicy steak and a baked potato.
Big old fat one.
Roscoe is an amazing
We'll see if that's true.
barbecuer.
We'll see if that's true after not doing it for 5 months. Pretty good.
Was that extra cooked? Is that why you gave it to me?
Yeah, I figured in case that other one didn't get cooked as much.
Okay. Thank you.
Since the grill hadn't been on for a minute, it took a second to get it set up and going, doing too many things. So I just want to make sure Michelle gets a good couple pieces of steak because she doesn't love any blood in hers. Anything. But
I want it cooked.
yeah, like Michelle said, it's kind of a fun thing to do up here. We're struggling with other things up here at the cabin, so we're a little bit frustrated. So it's nice to have this little getaway. Again, remember,
You got this.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
why we're up here and there's nobody around. Listen, you can hear birds. There's nobody out here trying to sell us anything. It's just real quiet right now up here. The problem is, just like in Kojom, we're getting a few bugs that want to come join us. Skeeters are out. They weren't till we sat down, funny enough.
True.
Yeah, so it's just sitting here chilling, relaxing, enjoying a nice meal on our really fancy picnic table. Not really, kind of sketch. But yeah, trying to turn this from a full-time hunting cabin to a livable cabin is going to be a little bit of an adventure. Looks like it starts with the water heater, potentially. Yes,
Thanks for joining us on it. I'm
Oh.
excited to see how it all pans out.
There you go. Oh yeah, did you taste your meat?
I tasted the piece you gave me. It was very good.
Okay, so thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up, of course.
Yeah, thumbs up for this one. I think we'll be coming back for more Cozy Nest Adventure dinners outside and just chilling, just the two of us. Again, remember,
You got this.